Good morning, this is the latest market news. I am Uliana. Chinese stocks plunged on Monday after Beijing introduced new policies to control the property market. The Shanghai Composite dropped 3% with property developers leading the fall after the central government late last week introduced measures such as higher down payments and mortgage rates in cities where house prices have risen too quickly, as well as stricter enforcement of a 20% capital gains tax on property transactions. Mainland developers were also down in Hong Kong, where the Hang Seng Index dropped 1.3%. The impact was even felt in Australia, where the ASX 200 was down 1.4%, as local resources companies extended their declines as weakness in the Shanghai market became apparent. More broadly across the region, investors were digesting mixed economic developments from the US on Friday. The manufacturing sector grew at its fastest pace since June 2011 in February, according to the ISM. This was offset, however, by concerns over the sequester $85 billion in automatic budget cuts that started Friday in the US after lawmakers in Washington failed to reach a deal to avert the situation. The US dollar dropped against the yen Monday at 93.36 yens, eating into Friday's 1.1% gain after Bank of Japan governor delivered no surprises while speaking to Parliament, saying that his most important task will be to end deflation as soon as possible. Today's update of investor confidence in the Eurozone may continue to inch high in Centix release, but the release of EU producer prices for January will probably remind the crowd that the deflation threat is still bubbling just below the surface. Eurozone producer prices 10 GMT. Industry producer prices declined on a monthly basis in each month during last year's fourth quarter. This is a troubling sign for an economy that is having a rough time pulling free of recession's gravity. The hope is that last quarter's experience was just a temporary dip over to the dark side. Today's report is expected to show that January prices inched higher for the first time since September. It was the latest market news provided by ICO FX. Goodbye.